Welcome to another edition of the UMO Coaches Show. I'm Ryan Smith, joined with head men and women's track and field and cross country coach Matt van Lierop. And Coach, it's been a little while since we talked to you. You guys had one early meet in indoor back in 2016, so it's kind of a new year in a way, new team. Not really, same team, new year. So you guys have competed in a couple of meets so far this season, a couple of NCAA professional qualifiers, school records, kind of just sum up what you've seen from the team in those two meets. Obviously the last one coming yesterday, but what have you seen out of the team so far?
I think we came back from winter break a little bit rusty in some areas, but we're coming along, where we need to, right at the right time. Playing a little bit of catch up on some other teams in the conference, but they started a week earlier, so now this weekend we sort of have the same amount of meets, as everybody else has. So it's kind of, everything's falling into place right now.
And, you start the indoor season, and we have talked about this in years past with how you guys train and while indoor and outdoor can be two different environments, and especially with the weather. You guys now have your brand new facility to practice at. What has that been like for you as a coaching staff and the athletes themselves to actually be able to practice on a surface that they didn't have previously? What has that been like for you guys?
I think it's been wonderful. For the last 7 years, we've basically been the grass and field team. Our sprinters and jumpers and hurdlers, everybody, they've been practicing, on the grass. We occasionally were able to get away to a high school that's an hour away, each way. And now we can just kind of fall out of the dorms, and there's the track right there. It helps out a lot in that sense. Hopefully everybody's not, it's like a luxury now, and they're not working as hard, and we gotta travel so far away, we gotta run in the grass, and hopefully it'll help us get better, not worse.
Yeah. Kind of go back to yesterday's meet or Sunday's meet, and kind of dive into that. I mean, it's something obviously that was just announced, but sweeping the Conference Carolinas Players of the Week with Leah Hanley, Taylor Moncrief, Jonathan Dahlke, and Nick Grano, sweeping that is kind of a big deal. It's kind of a much more difficult thing to do than just to take one track or one field from either side. What are your thoughts basically on that meet and what the team was able to accomplish on Sunday?
Well, like I said, I feel like everything's just starting to, hit our stride, I guess you might want to say, and fall into place. And we've got that conference championship coming up in a couple weeks, and we've mentioned this before. We're more of like an outdoor track team, and we have this little speed bump that's in the way, during the indoor season, and we get through it. Sometimes we win, sometimes we don't, but we're always looking for that, end of the year competition.
And this weekend's kind of something that happens with you guys a lot, but can be uncommon to some people where you actually are competing at two separate meets, not at the same location. You're kind of doing a split team meet. Kind of talk about how the selection process is for that, for which athletes go to which meet, and just the way that you guys have to split travel, taking two different teams to two different meets.
Well, there's many different ways to look at it. One of them is some meets have standards that not everybody can get into. Other meets have limits, where maybe you can only put 4 people in each event. We want to put more than 4 people, so we have to find someplace else that we need to go. So that kind of helps us guide our hand where we're going to put certain individuals. Some that can get in, do the standards, and there's an overflow because we can't get enough people into that meet because of the entry limits, go somewhere else.
So obviously you've got the Camel City Invitational and the Vince Brown Invitationals this weekend. What are your expectations of the team for this weekend?
Continuing to progress.
That's it? Well, that's something to be said. You guys are kind of, like you said, you guys are more of an outdoor team, and just kind of the building upon that. And I think it's a system of just continuing to work on those little tiny things in practice. I think there's something that a lot of people see, at least here in the community and on the campus, is you can see the joy of the athletes being able to practice on the track and Me personally, it's the first time I'd actually ever seen pole vaulters actually competing anywhere, because other than conference tournament, and it's kind of nice to see them do that. So it's just a natural progression. What are your expectations of the rest of the indoor season? Obviously, like I said, there's kind of that little speed bump of the conference championships and the national championships before we get the outdoor season.
Yeah.
But what does the end of that schedule look like? Obviously, this weekend's split, but what does the rest of that schedule look like to you as far as competition level and things like that?
Well, we're hoping to defend the women's conference title. We're hoping to take back the men's conference title. And we're hoping to have some people qualify for the NCAA championships.
All right, Coach, we appreciate your time. We'll catch back up with you next week. Hopefully we'll have some more good stuff to talk about. So we appreciate your time. For Matt van Lierop, I'm Ryan Smith. It's been another edition of the UMO Coaches Show.
Exceptional degrees at an exceptional value. That's transforming education. The University of Mount Olive, transforming education, transforming lives. Learn more at umo.edu. That's umo.edu.